And now, your Midday Ark-La-Miss news update.
Good afternoon. Thanks for tuning in to NBC News Daily. I'm Randy Stone with your Midday Ark-La-Miss update. Well, a federal grand jury returned an indictment for 1 dozen defendants in a Ruston Monroe drug trafficking investigation. From January 2022 to November 2024, 14 defendants allegedly conspired to distribute methamphetamine as well as a mixture and substance containing meth. The incident includes a sentencing enforcement for defendants due to prior drug trafficking convictions. If convicted, suspects are facing from 10 years to life in prison.
Drug trafficking is a violent business that causes violence in our communities, but just as tragically are the horrible things that happen to the people that use them. And people have become addicted to some of these chemicals, and they're some of our youngest, brightest people with the most potential, and their lives are cut short or their lives are ruined, and they aren't able to give to society what God intended them to give.
Well, authorities are unable to identify 2 suspects that have been charged in the indictment. For a full list of the other 12 defendants and their charges, visit us at myarklamiss.com. And now to the courts. A group of men imprisoned at Angola are continuing to push the court for action to stop inmates working the farm line in dangerously hot conditions. The Promise of Justice initiative hopes to put a stop to that practice with a hearing on that matter coming up. Capitol reporter Shannon Heck brings us the details on the case.
As part of their hard labor sentences, inmates at Angola have to work the so-called farm line. Here they do agriculture work in sweltering conditions. The Promise of Justice initiative says that without proper water, shade, and other protections, the punishment is a violation of their 8th Amendment rights.
It's men, primarily Black men, being forced to pick crops with their bare hands. It's clearly not a productive agricultural program. There are other agricultural programs at Angola that are distinct from what we are suing about.
The farm line work is separate from the farm work that is done by inmates with modern equipment. One lawyer says that farm line is used as a punishment for inmates who lose their other jobs in the prison. The case was originally filed in 2023 in an attempt to end the practice. In the summer of 2024, Middle District Judge Brian Jackson partially allowed an injunction to make prison officials take steps to change their heat-related policies.
In some ways, they've expanded it. They've said more people should be qualified as heat sensitive and get those precautions where they're brought back inside at a certain threshold. But they've made it worse because they've increased that threshold temperature. It used to be 88 degrees heat index, and now it's not until 91.
Fifth Circuit said that the state had to provide protective gear and shade for the workers, and now that injunction is expired, and the weather is heating up, so the case is rising up again.
So we are asking for the court to certify this case as a class action, and that is the first step to get towards a trial date.
And now, exclusive Storm Tracker Doppler weather with meteorologist Chase Ward.
Well, it's hard to see more showers and thunders will continue as we head deeper into the afternoon and evening hours. A few strong thunderstorms cannot be ruled out along the I-49 corridor between Natchez and Alexandria, and as far north as Winfield and Gina into parts of LaSalle Parish. Now, the storms are expected to linger as we go overnight, and we will go to the mid-60s for our overnight lows. And then tomorrow, storms still linger during the morning hours before we start to see a little bit more of a gradual clearing by late Saturday. Now, that will be our brief break from the rain, but then by Sunday, we could definitely see another round of potential severe weather during the evening overnight hours going to early Monday. So tonight, low around 65 degrees as these storms will still linger. Wednesday, breezy out of the south, and for tomorrow, mostly during the morning hours, we'll hit back to the mid-upper 70s and then pushing back to near 80 on Sunday prior to that cold front where we could see a few severe storms. By next Monday and Tuesday, we'll see gradual clearing. Temperatures fall back to the mid-lower 70s once again, and then still remaining unsettled mid and late part of the next week, Wednesday onward, Thursday and Friday, with a few storms lingering, and then we hit back to the 80s and then back to mid-70s. So that will be kind of the trend moving forward, as we'll see mid-upper 70s and lower 80s for highs. Lows will continue mainly in the 60s, with dropping down to lower 50s by Monday night.
That's our update for today. NBC News Daily continues. Be safe. Get your St. Jude tickets. St. Jude.